Hey all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad and today I am so excited to draw our animal because we are going to get mythical yet again. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing to you, but we had so much fun drawing our dragons and our unicorns that I just thought we have to do another mythical creature. And if you thought those ones were fun, you are going to love this class today. We are drawing a bird that catches fire. You know which bird we're talking about? That's right, we are drawing a phoenix today. And the best part about drawing all these mythical creatures is the fact that you get to draw whatever you want. Use whatever colors you want, give them whatever patterns and textures you want. Just have a blast. And with this phoenix, there are so many cool things you can do with that giant tail and the little plume on the top of their head. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. But first, we need to make sure that we have all of our supplies. Okay, make sure you have a clean sheet of paper out, and then you're gonna need a pencil. Why do we have a pencil? That's right, we do a ton of sketching. We want to make sure that everything's in the right spot before we get going to our final outline, which is we use a dark marker or a pen, and then we'll erase all of the undersketch with an eraser of some kind. Maybe it's on the end of your pencil, maybe you have a loose eraser. And at the very, very end, we're gonna do some coloring, and I am so excited to get into the colors that I just want to get this thing drawn. So let's start with our sketch. All right, so let's start sketching. Now I want to make my bird rising up out of the ashes because that's the story, right? That this bird can burn all the way up. When it dies, it burns to ashes, and then from those ashes comes a new baby phoenix, and then it grows up, and then it dies, and it keeps doing that because it lives forever. It's pretty cool. And it's a really popular story in a lot of cultures all around the world. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my bird with its wings way big up here, the head, and then I want a big giant tail. And I want a lot to color in, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. And feel free, like I said, feel free to do what you want to do. You can watch me and follow along if you'd like, but if you decide that, I kinda wanna do the tail this way, do the tail that way, do it your way. That's always the best way. Alrighty, so let's go and start with maybe where the top should be. Let's see, where this head. I'm gonna draw kind of where I want the head to stop. Let's say that. Let's say I kind of want the head to be up there, and I want the tail to go all the way down to here. But to start with the body, maybe I'll do like an oval shape. So let's start right in the middle. I'm gonna make mine pretty symmetrical. You don't have to, but I'm gonna try to make mine symmetrical, which means same on both sides. So you can fold this page in half and it'll look the same on both sides. But let's do something like this. All right, so we got this body right here. Now we got to attach it to a head, of course. So I'm going to do right off to the side. It's going to be looking off to the side maybe. So I'm going to have this circle be for the head right there. There we go. Just off to the side, just a little bit. And then I want to have that come down, and I'm going to have it connect to the body. Just like that. Just follow the curves. Just connect those curves. And then this side's going to be a little bit different because it's going to kind of go in and then come back out. Maybe I can go in a little bit. There we go. And come back out for the body. If you want, you can make the bottom of the body just a little bit bigger. I might do that. I might make it a little bit bigger at the bottom. But in folklore, they do have that big long neck a lot of the time. So that's the kind of bird I'm going to draw. Maybe yours has a short neck. That's fine. So now I want to do, let's see, I got the big body right there because they are really big birds. In most of these stories, it's a giant bird. So I want to make it a big one. And then let's do the beak. Let's make that beak on there. And this is one way you could do a beak. You could do it like this. Have them look down a little bit. I'm going to kind of mimic maybe like an eagle or a hawk's beak. Like a bald eagle, they have that really big hook on the end. I kind of like that. So I might, and we've already drawn a bald eagle before, so you can even reference that if you need. But I'm going to bring that back like that. And I'm going to connect it. I'm going to make it a little smiley because it's happy that it lives forever. Or that it keeps being able to be reborn. There we go. And then we'll do the bottom of the mouth. So it's kind of like an S shape right there. And then I'll do a straight little line right there underneath for the bottom of that beak. And then I'm going to kind of go up like that. There we are. And then I'm going to erase this part of the circle because I don't want the beak just to connect right there on that circle. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shape. So what I'll do is I'll go follow that circle, and then I'll have it kind of come out here at the bottom like that, like a backwards S shape. And maybe right where that point is where I'll connect that neck to the rest of the body. There we are. Now, is there a right or wrong way to draw this phoenix? There's not. So don't get hung up on little things. Just have a lot of fun. These are going to be so much fun because you are making the ultimate coloring book right now. Because when we're done, you get to do some serious, serious coloring. I'm going to do some wings. Let's do these big wings. Now, am I too far over? No, I'm okay. I guess I can work that in. Let's put them a little bit lower right here. Yeah, we'll have them right here, maybe at the, like where the top of this oval is. That's where I'll start them. And I'll kind of draw this shape right here. I got to draw them pretty far up so that I have enough room on this end. Like that. We're going to be flying up out of the ashes. That's some really cool symbolism. You know what symbols are? They're like images that represent something else, like a bigger idea. I think it's really cool that this phoenix kind of represents rebirth, trying over, doing it again. Even though things may have gone crummy the first time, you get a second chance and can be reborn and try it all over. It's kind of a cool message. All right, so what I'm going to start doing now is, you know what? I'm going to loosely just kind of do this. I'm not going to draw it too, I'm going to draw it really light. I don't want it too hard because I just want to see what the shape of these wings are. Okay, kind of like that. I want to see if they're too big or too small. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to make some marks before you go and get into the little details of like feathers. Because sometimes you can waste a lot of time and then realize, oh shoot, it's not the right size. But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Maybe make a little bit bigger on this side. This side looks a little smaller. Getting it symmetrical or same on both sides is always kind of tricky. So don't feel bad if it's, you know, if it doesn't work out right away for you. All right. So we got the big wings up there. I'll fix those. But let's do the big tail first. Let's see where that's going to be. Now, I've seen some ones that have kind of snaked around. I've seen some really ones that are just looks like fire shooting out. All sorts of things. But I'm going to do some feathers. Almost kind of like a peacock maybe. A little peacocky, if that's a word. I'm going to kind of go out down here like this. And then maybe pull it back in a little bit. Kind of like little flames. There we are. Now, before I get too far on this side, I'm going to try to copy it the same way on the other side. Sometimes I find it's just fresh in my mind. It's easier to kind of copy it. Now, if it gets too difficult and you're like, well, there's just too many things to make it the same. Well, one, it doesn't have to be the same if you don't want it to. Or you can make it really simple. You can make a lot more simple feathers, tail feathers. I guess I should have just said I'm drawing a Christmas tree because it looks like a little Christmas tree right there. We'll go in here, and I'm going to kind of bring it in. Maybe bring it in one more time like that, and we'll bring it in like that. And then we'll go down here, copy it another time. Is that right? Is that right? Oh yeah, and that just goes right over there. Now it's not perfect, but I'm not going for perfect. I'm going for awesome. That's what I'm going for. And I think this looks awesome so far. So let's do another one right here. Let's get some big feathers in there. And if you're like, Brad, this is not what I want to do. I want to do something totally different for my phoenix tail feathers. Then what are you doing copying me? You do your own thing. You do you. You're the artist. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do, maybe put that, let that meet in the middle. Let's see, we'll do a smaller one, then a bigger one. Cool. Okay, now it's leaning a little bit. That's all right. Maybe I'll do a line right here in the middle. I could even add more feathers right there. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Maybe these are all, oh my gosh, that's a cool idea. Okay. Whoa, that'd be fun. More things to color in. And then we'll do maybe these little extra. These feel kind of like peacock feathers. We have these little extra ones. Excuse my cold. I keep sniffling because I'm getting over a cold. And then let's do this one maybe right back here. One back there. And what I'm just going to do on the end of them is just make like a little leaf shape for like a little feather on the end. Thought that might be kind of fun. And that's really the only reason. Sometimes that's the only reason you need when you're working on things like this. It just seems fun. Because if you're not having fun doing art, then you're doing it wrong. Or for the wrong reasons. Okay, let's do some erasing here on here and maybe on the body. Periodically, I'll just go through and erase some things so that we know what parts are actually going to be outlined in the end. Whoa, we got a big old bird. How are you going to do the legs? How are you going to do those legs? Are you going to show the legs? Are you going to do maybe just the little feet? I don't really want those legs to be distracting. I guess I could have them coming out here on the sides, but then that's just a lot. I don't know. I think I want to be really subtle. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just have the little talons just be like right here. Just have it be like that. Little. There you go. They'll be real subtle. I'll just do them with my pen and then I will call it that. I'll call it done. That's as far as I think I'll go. All right, let's do the eyeball right here. Let's give him or her. I haven't really decided. Have you decided already on what your name is for your phoenix? There we go. I like that. I haven't thought of a name yet. I got to think of one. All right, so on the head here, I think what I'm going to do is just like this cool little wave. There we go. Get crazy with it. Have a lot of fun with it. Ooh, I like the way that looks. I'll draw another one right here. Have it connect. Ooh, right over top of the eyeball. Yeah, I'm liking that. Like that. And I'll have this one go right on top of the eye. Oh, cool. Maybe we'll just do a few extras right here. There we go. It's like I got some really cool flowing hair. And then I'm going to erase some of these little spots in the middle because I don't want those to show through. Oh, that's looking fun. Looking fun. Maybe I'll add some more of these little guys too. I like these little extra feathers that are kind of coming out. So maybe I'll do that. Just have a few of them kind of coming out right here. How about that? They almost look like little flames when you have a fire and they crackle. You see little flames float away, little embers sometimes. Maybe that's what this is right here. Little bits of the flames. Cool. Okay. We're definitely at the point where we need to start working on these feathers. Now, I'm going to make them kind of simple. You can go crazy and add all the different feathers in there and make it look amazing. Or you can make it look amazing by just doing a kind of a suggested shape of this wing. And then you can start just do some really cool things with coloring, which I think I'm going to do that. For the sake of time, I might just kind of go with some more color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow my outline right here and kind of go out and then come back in and go back out and come back in. You don't have to stay exactly on it, but it just helps. It's just there to help you as a guide. And then the rest of this, I'm just going to go. Ooh, whoa. What happened there? Okay. Little zigzags all the way across. Whoa, see how cool that looks automatically? So I'll just do some of those lines there to kind of show those bigger feathers. And just follow along, just kind of curve them, put them up there, like that. Maybe I'll do one more. And then the rest of them are just a little fun zigzag. That was the nice part about putting in our sketching earlier, the work on the sketch, just to get it to a point where it made it a little easier. All right. Okay, so let's do some more of those jagged marks. And just instead of doing individual feathers, we can do some really cool things by just going like this. Looks almost like an explosion. I'll kind of reinforce that idea with the colors too. And then we're going to go one more line of those right there. All right, let's do that on the other side too. There we go. Very cool. My last one. Oh my gosh. Just imagine already how cool this is going to be to color. How fun is this going to be to color? I am so excited. All right, so maybe I might, and I was thinking on the body, I might kind of keep it simple too. Let's just do maybe some more zigzags. And I can kind of do a gradient of color. Do you know what a gradient is? A gradient is basically just for one color slowly changes into another color. So you see all the little colors that it's turning into before it gets to it. From like red to yellow, you'll get a little bit of an orange in the middle, which is kind of cool. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness, I am loving how my Phoenix is looking. So I'm gonna jump into doing my outline. And if you have anything else that you need to get done, you can just pause it if you want, or you can just watch me outline while you're working on your thing. Either way is just fine. So I'm going to start outlining this Phoenix friend of mine. Whoa, kind of put that a little higher than I wanted to. Is that the end of the world? No, it is not. It's okay. Look, they're not even. And it looks cool still. Because we made it. And that's how we want it to be. You know, in real life, there's nothing that's perfect anyways, so that's an excuse I come up with quite a bit for my art blunders. It's like, you know, it wasn't meant to be perfect. We're not using a computer, so it's not going to be perfect. Okay, going to do these big wings. Now, a lot of times, the Phoenix, they say, is made of, like, well, obviously it's like fire colors. So you got red, orange, yellow. Sometimes they say gold and even purple on their body, which I thought was kind of cool. Oh, I kind of got a little messy right there. You can just clean it up just a little bit. There we go. So I might even throw in some purple. That sounds like a lot of fun. But I also want to do my fire colors because I thought that would be really awesome. There we go. But we'll see. The eyes, they say, are a blue color a lot of times. It just really depends on the culture, which area of the world they are getting these stories of this bird. There we go. I'm going to be careful around that eyeball, that I don't go too far into it. So let me draw that right here. There we go. Big friendly pupil on there because this is a friendly Phoenix. Let's do that. I'm going to give it a little bit of room away from the beak. There we go. And that little nostril at the top there. Very cool. Let's do the back over here. Do you guys like drawing these mythical creatures? Because I know I sure do, but I want to make sure that these are videos that you guys love and really feel a part of. So if you have any more, I try to think of other mythical creatures. If you guys can think of any other mythical creatures that you would really want to draw, you let me know. You can have your parents just reach out to us by our email, or you can just go on Instagram and just direct message us at Brave Kids Art Club. All right, let's keep going on these little patterns here in the middle. Little zigzag. A lot of times the Phoenix is described as like a mixture between an eagle and a peacock. So that sounds about right. With what I was saying about the eagle beak and kind of the peacock feathers. That feels like what we've already done here. There we go. Let's do this. Almost done with this wing. All right, well, I'm just at the point where I need to do a lot of filling in with my outline. So for you, go ahead and finish outlining, and then we're going to start coloring next. But before I do the coloring, I'm going to go through and start erasing. I'll use this eraser. I'll start erasing all of the sketch underneath. once I'm done with my outline. So I'm gonna finish doing that, but you don't need to sit here and watch that. You go ahead and finish your stuff, and then how about we just meet up right after we're done coloring? Does that sound good? Awesome. And there we are. My Phoenix is finished. Huh. Shoot, now that I finished, I thought by the time I was finished coloring, I have a name. But I don't have a name. Let's call you Petey. Petey the Phoenix. I like that name. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys had a really fun time drawing this. These are always so much fun. The mythical ones are some of my favorite ones to draw, which is funny because I don't typically draw a lot of mythical creatures, but when I do, apparently I have a blast. So I hope this has been a really fun episode, and hopefully you're proud of what you made. That's always the most important part, that you're proud and happy with how it turned out. So when we do that, we need to sign our name at the very bottom so that everybody knows whose it is. So I'm going to do that right here at the bottom right. Put my initials down there and call my Phoenix finished. Well, you guys are amazing. I always appreciate you guys watching this show. We do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. So it used to be daily, but now we're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we can really focus on doing some amazing things for Brave Kids Art Club. So subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And I really, really want to see what you guys are creating. You guys are so talented, and it makes my day every time I get to see what you guys are making. So just tell your parents to go on Instagram and just tag us at Brave Kids Art Club, or they can direct message us and send us pictures of what you guys are making. And on that note, at the very end of this episode, just keep an eye out, because right after I'm done, there's going to be a little slideshow of your guys' work. So maybe there's one of yours in there. Who knows? You guys have been doing a great job of sending stuff in, so I'm going to try to throw in a few of them, and hopefully you get to recognize one of yours in there. But thank you guys. Be brave, be creative, but most importantly, be you. Alrighty, we'll see you guys next time. Wait, don't turn off yet. You guys have to make sure you see if your artwork is in here. There's so many amazing ones. Check all these out, and thank you guys so much for sending them in.